Yulieski Gourriel was born on June 9, 1984, in Sancti Spiritus, Cuba, into a family with a deep-rooted baseball tradition. His father, Yulieski Gourriel Sr., was a notable player in Cuba's professional baseball leagues, and his younger brother, Lazaro, would also go on to become a professional baseball player. This environment of familial support and passion for the sport shaped Yulieski's early years, where he quickly showed his immense potential. Growing up, Yulieski was surrounded by baseball influences from all sides, and he quickly began playing the sport at an early age. His innate athleticism, combined with the guidance of his father and exposure to the Cuban baseball system, ensured that he was consistently one of the top young players in the country. By the time he was a teenager, it was clear that he was a prodigious talent. Gourriel attended the Cuban Sports Academy system, where he trained rigorously under the guidance of some of Cuba's best coaches. There, he was noted for his outstanding baseball IQ, excellent defensive skills, and the natural power he displayed as a hitter. It wasn't long before he was selected to join the Cuban national youth team, where he began to gain international attention with his performances on the field. His early success at the youth level served as a prelude to his rise as a top-tier professional player. At the age of 16, Yulieski made his debut in the Cuban National Series, playing for the Industriales in Havana, one of Cuba's most storied teams. From the start, he impressed with his powerful bat and defensive abilities. He rapidly became known as a force in the Cuban League, and his early years were a sign of the great things to come. Rise to prominence. Breakthrough years in the Cuban National Series. Yulieski's breakthrough season came in 2004 when he had his first full year with Industriales. At just 20 years old, he demonstrated his exceptional skill set by being a key contributor both offensively and defensively. His prowess at the plate was evident as he batted over $300 and demonstrated an ability to hit for both average and power. He became a fixture in the middle of the lineup, contributing consistently to his team's success. Over the next few years, Gourriel continued to solidify his reputation as one of the best hitters in the Cuban National Series. By 2006, he had become a true star in Cuban baseball, known for his smooth swing, impressive bat speed, and ability to drive the ball to all parts of the field. He was able to combine his powerful hitting with remarkable consistency, making him a player to watch both domestically and internationally. Throughout the mid-2000s, Yulieski continued to build upon his early success, regularly hitting for power while also maintaining a high batting average. In 2007, he enjoyed one of his most productive seasons, batting an astounding .380 with over 20 home runs and 80 RBIs, which made him one of the most feared hitters in the league. His combination of offensive production and defensive versatility, able to play both the infield and outfield, made him a standout player, and his name became synonymous with Cuban baseball excellence. By 2008, Yulieski had firmly established himself as the face of the Cuban National Series and one of the country's most beloved athletes. His performances were often compared to some of the greatest players in Cuban baseball history, and he began to garner significant attention from Major League Baseball (MLB) scouts, despite the restrictions imposed on Cuban players at the time. It was clear that he had the talent to compete on the world stage. Career peak. Domination in Cuba and international success. Yulieski's peak came in the 2000s and early 2010s as he continued to perform at an elite level both in the Cuban National Series and on the international stage. His talents did not go unnoticed, and his performances in international tournaments, particularly in the World Baseball Classic, WBC, further solidified his place among the best players in the world. In 2009, he helped lead Cuba to a second-place finish in the World Baseball Classic, a tournament that showcased the best international players. During the competition, Yulieski was one of the tournament's standout performers, contributing with both his bat and his defense. He was widely regarded as one of the top players in the tournament and demonstrated his ability to compete at the highest level of international baseball. Despite the political and economic barriers that prevented Cuban players from playing in Major League Baseball (MLB), at the time, Gourriel's name became synonymous with potential stardom. His performances in international competitions had drawn attention from MLB scouts, and it became clear that his future could lie beyond the confines of Cuba. Domestically, Yulieski continued to dominate. Over the years, he won numerous Cuban National Series titles with Industriales, and he earned Cuban Series MVP honors on several occasions. In 2010, he led the league in batting average, home runs, and RBIs, further cementing his status as the preeminent player in the Cuban League. His success was not just about individual achievements but also about his leadership, which helped elevate his team's success year after year. Gourriel's success was not only about his batting prowess. He was also an excellent defensive player, capable of playing multiple positions with skill and versatility. He was frequently praised for his instincts on the field, and his leadership qualities set him apart as one of the most respected figures in Cuban baseball. International success and MLB dreams. As Yulieski reached the peak of his career in Cuba, rumors about his potential MLB future continued to swirl. Despite the difficult circumstances surrounding Cuban defectors, Yulieski's name remained one of the most discussed among MLB scouts. His dream of playing in the U.S. seemed like it might come true in the early 2010s, as his performances in the World Baseball Classic and other international tournaments brought him into the spotlight. In 2014, after several years of speculation, Yulieski defected from Cuba while participating in an international tournament in Mexico. This move opened the door for him to pursue a career in Major League Baseball. And soon after his defection, he signed with the Houston Astros. Although his transition to MLB was difficult at first, Yulieski's talent was undeniable. He spent some time adjusting to the demands of professional baseball in the United States, and after a few months in the minor leagues, he made his MLB debut in 2016 with the Astros. During his first season, he immediately made an impact, showcasing the same hitting ability that had made him a star in Cuba. In his rookie year, Gourriel impressed both offensively and defensively, batting .262 with 8 home runs and 32 RBIs in just 72 games. His ability to play multiple positions, most often at first base and third base, gave the Astros invaluable flexibility in their lineup. His hitting ability, combined with his versatility, made him an asset to the team as they moved towards their future as contenders. Main achievements. Throughout his illustrious career, Yulieski Gourriel amassed numerous individual accolades and achievements that highlighted his excellence in the sport. Cuban National Series championships. Yulieski helped lead Industriales to multiple titles, solidifying his place as one of the premier players in the league. Cuban National Series MVP. He earned the MVP title multiple times, showcasing his outstanding all-around game. World Baseball Classic. Yulieski earned silver medals with the Cuban team in 2006 and 2009, cementing his reputation as one of the premier players on the international stage. Cuban National Series All-Star selections. He was selected to the All-Star team multiple times, reaffirming his dominance in Cuban baseball. MLB career. After defecting to the United States, he made his MLB debut in 2016, playing for the Houston Astros and contributing to their success. Final years and legacy. As Yulieski Gourriel moved into his late 30s, his MLB career continued to be a valuable one. He became an important part of the Houston Astros' success, helping the team to a World Series championship in 2017. His defensive versatility and ability to deliver in clutch situations made him a key player for the Astros, even as he entered the latter stages of his career. Gourriel's legacy, both in Cuba and internationally, is undeniable. He is considered one of the most accomplished Cuban baseball players of his generation, and his success in both the Cuban National Series and Major League Baseball ensured that his name will be remembered for years to come. As of now, Gourriel is still an active player in MLB, contributing to his team's success with his bat and leadership. His journey from a young talent in Cuba to an international baseball star serves as a testament to his hard work, skill, and passion for the game.